Hello everyone, Captain Magic here again today, and I've got a really great trick involving one piece of tissue, as you can see right here. Now, what I'm going to do with this tissue is I am just going to rip it very cleanly down the center, or not, maybe to the sides. And it just keeps getting ripped, and ripped, and ripped into pieces. This thing's just getting destroyed, annihilated, maliciously. Now, I'm going to start balling it up. I'm going to ball it up nice and tight. And now, I'm going to need my magic pen. Get it out of my pocket. Now, if I wave over the crumpled up and destroyed tissue, you can see that it has completely healed itself once again. Nothing on either side is ripped. It is completely ordinary. Now, what this uses is known as the finger palm. So I have gotten another tissue that I'm going to use for the demonstration. This will be the one that I'll rip to shreds. Now, what I do here, what the finger palm is before the trick, I bunched this all up, and it needs to be really tight when you do this. And then I got it into the finger palm. Now I'm going to come over to this side so that you can see how to do it. It fits right between the top of your palm and the base part of your fingers. It goes right in there. Now you can use smaller bits of paper even if you want to, if your hands are really, really small and you can't cover this much. I even find it difficult to hide something of this mass because it'll oftentimes stick out the bottom, or your fingers will split and it'll see in the middle. But whatever the item is, whichever size you feel most comfortable with, it fits right there. And it comes into this position. And especially if you start in a very relaxed manner, with your hands just like this at the start of the trick, and then you reach down to pick it up, you can see it's still hidden, and it looks fairly normal. A huge thing in this is that you have to do the same thing with your other hand. If you only do it with one hand, they're going to see you're holding something. But if you do it with both, and you grab it with just these, very gently, don't look like you're clenching something. Make it very relaxed. And you pick it up, you rip it to shreds, and this is the somewhat difficult part to do without them seeing it. So let me show you here. This is from the magician's view. When you're ripping it, you still have to think about not splitting your fingers. So anyway, let me rip this thing up, and you really do destroy this. This thing is completely destroyed. And then you bunch it up in your fingers, and as you're doing this, you begin to hide it with your two top fingers. And then if you really think you can, you even take your ring finger and only hold it with just between your pinky and your thumb. And as you're balling this, you then maneuver this. I'm going to just do it real quick so that you can see what happens. You just maneuver it up to here, and you then take that into finger palm. So while this is getting bunched up here, all of a sudden, you have to be able to take this between these hands and move this, while still acting like you're balling, up to the top. And then, as you guys remember seeing, I then reach down and grab my magic pen, quote unquote, out of my pocket. What you do is you then deposit that in your pocket and bring your pen out, wave it over, and it really is quite effective because it really does look like you just ripped something and completely restored it. So, a huge thing with this is that if you perform it for other magicians, they are going to know what you're doing instantly. This is kind of one of the oldest tricks in the book, but it's a lot of fun to do. You can impress a lot of people with it. So please practice it a lot. Go out and show your friends, show your family, impress them. And if you really like this video, please subscribe, like my videos, comment below, and I'll see you all later.